Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start as usual by taking a look today's front pages in the Middle East. From Beirut, the Daily Star reports that a delegation headed by Lebanon's Maronite Patriarch Bashar al-Rai arrived in Erbil in a show of support with the thousands of Christians suffering the advance of Islamic militants. The paper also reports that the Union Coordination Committee has announced that it would stay committed to its decision to boycott the correcting of official exams, with a long-awaited salary raise for public sector workers still to be approved. From Riyadh, the Arab News reports that a senior official of the Ministry of Labour has announced that Saudi employers whose foreign workers want to transfer their sponsorship will be given an opportunity to lodge their objections within 5 days from their date of application. The paper also reports that the Grand Mufti Sheikh Abdul Aziz al-Sheikh says that extremism and the ideologies of groups like the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda are Islam's #1 enemy, and that Muslims have been their first victims. From the UAE, the Gulf News reports that Israel carried out at least 4 airstrikes across Gaza yesterday and ordered its negotiating team back from truce talks in Cairo after 3 rockets hit the country's south. The paper also reports that tens of thousands of workers and supporters of 2 parties set off in separate processions towards Islamabad's sensitive red zone yesterday evening in defiance of government warnings to stay away. The Egypt Independent is reporting that Cairo Criminal Court has postponed the trial of toppled President Mohamed Morsi and another 14 members of the Muslim Brotherhood over the alleged killing of protesters outside the Ittihadiyya Palace at the 25th of August. The paper also reports that the Petroleum Ministry official said that Egypt will receive the first shipment of imported gas in December, which would help reduce the frequent power outages. And now let's have a look at papers in the UK. The Guardian leads Middle East news reporting that the International Organization for Migration has said it is not assisting in the return of asylum seekers to Syria after the Immigration Minister Scott Morrison claimed it as a partner in Australian repatriation efforts. The paper adds that Guardian Australia reported on Tuesday that Department of Immigration emails obtained under Freedom of Information showed ongoing discussions about repatriation of Syrian asylum seekers to Syria. The Independent leads Middle East news reporting that the wife and young child of a Hamas leader have reportedly been killed in an Israeli airstrike in Gaza. The paper says local media quoted an anonymous official saying it was meant to hit Mohammed Daif, the Islamic group's elusive military chief, but he was not found in the wreckage of his home. And the Telegraph reports that intelligence agencies are trying to identify the killer of American journalist James Foley after he spoke with what appeared to be an English accent. The Islamic State jihadi, clad all in black with his face covered, addressed the camera during a 5-minute video and delivered an anti-American rant in what appeared to be an accent from London or southern England. And now international papers. From China, the Global Times reports that UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon condemned in the strongest terms the breach of the humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. In a statement issued by his spokesperson, Ban expressed his grave disappointment at the return to hostilities and reminded both sides of their responsibility not to let the situation escalate. And from Berlin, the Deutsche Welle reports that German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier confirmed that Berlin was ready to ship arms to northern Iraq. The paper adds that it was not immediately clear what type of weapons would be delivered, as the German government first had to assess what the Kurdish Peshmerga fighters needed. And for more updates, visit us on Levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.